Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gigi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Gigi.
Happy birthday, Gigi. Wow, 90. I hope I live to be 90. Love you. Bye.
I love my Gigi because she's kind, she is helpful, she is pretty, she's nice, and I love her because she gives me snacks when I come over.
Happy birthday, Gigi. My favorite thing to do with you is girl shopping. Have a great birthday.
Gigi, I love that I could come over to your house and get a snack. And I love making zucchini bread with you, and I love you. Birthday, Gigi. I wish you have a good birthday, and I love you. My Gigi was always nice, caring, sweet, helpful, and amazing. She's always there for everybody. Her cooking is so delicious and good. She's the best Gigi ever. Have a good birthday.
Happy birthday, Aunt Lorraine.
Happy birthday.
When we think about special memories we have with you, there's so many. It's hard to name just one in particular, but I want to say how wonderful and welcoming you were to me when I joined the family almost 20 years ago. But I never felt like an outsider. You took me right in and made me feel warm and welcome. And for that, I will always be grateful. You are a wonderful person, a wonderful lady, a great mother, a great wife, a great grandmother, a great auntie, and a great sister, and many, many other things. And we love you, and we thank you for letting us celebrate this special day with you. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
We love you.
Happy birthday. Que pasa? This is your sister. I'm coming to visit you so we can celebrate your 90th birthday. We're going to talk about all the wonderful times we had together gambling with our husbands, who are both in heaven right now, looking down upon us. So glad to be with you. See you soon. Love you. Bye.
Make this short and sweet. Who's your favorite nephew? Me. And you want to know why? Tell everybody your favorite memory about the best catfish that you ever had. That's right. It came from me, the flying fish in Bentonville, Arkansas. All because of me, your favorite nephew. I love you, Aunt Lorraine. Woo pig suey.
Happy birthday, Gigi. I love you so much. Hope you have the best day ever. A couple of my favorite memories are the barbecue meatloaf that you made me that I don't think you could ever make again, but was the best ever. And also drinking port wine late at night at Rivergrass Lane. Have a great day. Happy birthday. Love you.
Here's to wishing you a happy and healthiest 90th birthday. Have fun!
On my happy 90th birthday, I can't believe we're honestly here. I feel like yesterday we were, chemo, just eating s'mores by the fire, and just life's been going pretty fast and pretty crazy at the same time, but I'm glad to be here for your 90th birthday. I love you so much. Hope you know how much we all love and care for you, and I really hope you have a great birthday, and we're having fun right now talking about this. Love you.
Hi Grandma, I hope you're having the best birthday. I'm so glad I got to be there with you. I think that for me, I always think about the time that Christian, he was playing soccer all day long, and I just got to sit with you at your house and eat waffles with Nutella and just hang out, and it was the best. Love you.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. I'm here with the littlest, newest member of the crew, and I was reminded of something that really reminds me of you last week when Mom was here helping me get settled with this little one, and she made chicken noodle soup and with matzo balls, and that smell instantly brings me back to your house on Long Island with the green carpet, and after those road trips that we would be in the car for what felt like years when I was little, we would walk in and always walk into a fresh home-cooked meal of normally matzo ball soup to kick off, and then dumplings and everything delicious, and it is impossible to smell that smell and not feel all of the love and joy that being in that house brought. I love you so much. Happy birthday, and I'm so excited that we get to spend it with you this weekend. Love you.
Happy birthday, Grandma. I'm so excited to celebrate you, and I hope that when we're all together this weekend that you pause and look around and realize we are all here to celebrate you and love you so incredibly much. You're my best friend. I've said that many, many times. I cherished the conversations. I cherish our dinners we have now. Our conversations on my long walks to work in New York City, and how you always knew when I got out of the subway, when I got to the front of my building, because that's how often that we talked. Those are memories and things I always cherish. Visiting you in Easter in Florida was always so much fun. Whether or not we played, a fake restaurant and made you guys sit, or did, dances by the pool in Roderick Court, all those memories are so fond to me. Walking into your home, especially Friday night family dinners, and just being knocked over with the waft of just delicious food. Your fricassee chicken and dumplings, your manicotti, the dumplings, I have to mention the dumplings again, your mac and cheese, the cucumber salad. Those are your go-to staples that whenever I think of those things, I think of you. Our Christmas Eves at Roderick Court, staples of me growing up. And always just you in an apron cooking food for everybody and nonstop cooking and having fun. You were always the life of the party, behind the bar, just making sure that everyone always had such a good time. And when I realized that now as a little kid, I didn't realize all the things that, that were going down with the adults, that they were having cocktails. I just knew that we were surrounded by family.
Happy birthday, Grandma! Wow, 90, that's quite a milestone. Incredible life you've had, raising your family, being such an inspiration to everyone. You have taught me so much as I've grown up. I have such great memories, all associated with kitchen and food and shopping, and you're really an inspiration to me every day that I'm standing in my kitchen. I harness your energy and am able to produce the most delicious meals, and that comes from you, the roots of you. I always look at your K-Pasta cookbook for the jog of the memory, but I'm pretty much like you, can tweak a little here and there and throw a little in and make a delicious thing together around the table. You raised us to enjoy family, meals around the table, be a good homemaker, which I'm proud to be. Take care of my husband, my children, and you always kept everything together for your family. So I try to be a rock for mine, and you're a wonderful example. So there's so many things. It is hard. I've been, live a distance, but I make the best time that I can when I see you. Make the memories last, and I carry those within my heart all the time. And I'm just honored to be able to come and celebrate such a milestone in your life and click and slurp and have a good time and share memories and stories and just be together, families gathered around the table. So I wish you a wonderful and blessed year, and hope that I can live as many fantastic lives. And as you say, don't worry about the money, it will all come. Just live your life to the fullest, and we definitely live like Cropacks, and it's a great way to be. So I love you. Love you, Graham.
Nostalgia is an ever-changing emotion that seems to grow stronger as we get older. If I could say anything to my younger self, it would be take it all in. Take in the good, the bad, and most of all, the forgotten. Some of my favorite memories growing up come from times I spent with my grandma in a house we dubbed the Roderick Courthouse. Memories come flooding back to me of times I spent in the billiard room, sliding down a purely 70s chair that was always in the corner, or running around the house as fast as possible, only to hide under a glass table thinking I could not be seen by Tim or anyone else for that matter. Sitting in the morning at the kitchen table with Grandpa reading the paper while the smell of Grandma making onions and eggs fills the house. My love of handbags started in that exact house, tucked away in Grandma's closet, going through purse after purse, thinking she was the most fashionable woman I had ever met. Or playing peekaboo while Grandma was at the kitchen sink alcove and I was poking my head up from the couch on the opposite side of the wall. Or my irrational fear of the basement and all spooky things that were in there. Spending Christmas after Christmas surrounded by craps table and loved ones in the game room. a room where I still find myself escaping to when my mind wanders to times of the past. I could tell you that my favorite memories with my grandma were shopping till we drop on almost every visit, or it is the simple things like the time I spent my 13th birthday at Williamsburg in a hotel suite with Grandma and Grandpa. After a fun-filled day of sightseeing, we curled up on the couch and watched the Miss America pageant. We're thinking back to second grade and bragging to all my friends that my grandma was the coolest because she just explored Egypt and the pyramids. We're getting to spend countless summer breaks soaking up the sun and eating all of Grandma's fantastic cooking, but no matter if it's my love of handbags or my obsession with cooking appliances, it seems that all of my core memories revert back to Roderick Court and the time I got to spend with my grandma. Thank you for always having that stick of Doublemint gum in your purse, always giving me the best cooking tips, always having witty remarks, but most of all, thanks for the endless love that I always felt when walking through your doors.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. 90 years of clicking and slurping. Before I transition into the serious, kind of sappy, sentimental things, I do want to talk about a little bit of a silly story here that always makes me laugh. So, as you know, you spent a lot of time as a snowbird down in Florida. And in the earlier years, there just so happened to be a lot of New York Jewish women who we all know are one of a kind, living by you at the golf club where you and Grandpa were at. And you spent a lot of time around them. So you talked like a Jew, yeah, you dressed like a Jew. And so legend has it, when my mom and my dad, you and Grandpa all interviewed to join St. George's, apparently there was some concerns that, Grandpa was married to a Jewish woman, and, St. George's was not too happy about that. Pretty terrible to think about it now, but, I remember, I think my dad said Doug Foreman talked to him and said, Skip, I don't know if we could let your in-laws in, your mother-in-law's Jewish. And my dad said, what are you talking about? She's not Jewish. He's like, she's not? And, that this word gets back to you. They end up having you in the club, and you're pretty pissed off that they had the gall to potentially keep you guys out for that. So what did you do? Keep quiet? No, not Grandma. You would go to lunch and you would bring the biggest, loudest, most obnoxious New York Jewish women you knew, and you would make a ruckus, and it was your way to give the middle finger to St. George's. So if that's not my grandma, I don't know what it is. As Uncle Chris would say, God bless America.
Just thought I'd go through kind of a timeline of all the things that we've experienced together and kind of jog your memory of some of the great memories. Starting out way back when I used to mow your lawn, whatever lawn there was there, and way underpaid, but appreciated the opportunity. The surprise date, as Janet invited me to Glenn and Diane's wedding, the big anticipation of who the secret date was going to be ended up to be me, and the rest is history. The many trips that you guys made with us, Mom and Dad, to the academy while I was there, and especially our lobster dinners at Unc's on the Bay. And one time I remember even the Levies came, and Roy complained about that the soup wasn't hot enough. We also went through the whole New York Mets era, trips to Shea Stadium, ball players showing up, Bud and Jerry Grody, Tom Seaver, and it was a really, really fun time. And then also after the games, the trips to Lum's Restaurant in Queens, where all the players hung out, and it was quite an experience for someone who was in high school.
Hi Grandma, happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing celebration. When I was thinking this morning about your life, all I thought it was, wow, 90 years of all of these families that were created because of you and Grandpa. In all of these families, each year, in each birthday, in each Christmas, in each special moment, celebrate together and gather together and fight together and laugh together and get drunk together. And I think if you look back at your life, I can tell you that that is going to be one of the greatest achievements that you have ever done. For us as children, kids, me talking about as a daughter and as a granddaughter, I look at my mom and now I look at you as home. So when I think about all you and your family, I think you and Grandpa have built this home where everyone would have fun, where everybody would want to go and talk and gather and celebrate and sometimes fight. But after all of these years, everybody still wants to come home to you. And so I hope you have a wonderful birthday. I love you.
We've always had a special bond my entire life, which is why I could call you my best friend, and why our relationship is so important to me. You're always looking out for me. You're always telling me and everyone else how it is, which is so important. We share a lot of common loves. I wish I loved cooking as much as you, but we love reading, we love crafting, and we love collecting things. So I think the love for collecting things definitely came from you at a very early age, especially with those cherished teddies. I often find myself saying, well, because those are things that you say, and Que Pasa and Click and Slurp. Or anytime I see a tiny little tin, I think, look at those darling little things, because that's you. And it's so special that now we have, my kids have a special bond with you. Even if it's Maddie just coming over for chippies or snacks, but just the fact that they have a relationship with you now is just so incredibly important. And there's so many things. Your love for travel, the trips that we went on together in Newfoundland was so incredibly special. Yes, there's so many things, Grandma, that I can't thank you enough for. So, with that said, I wish you a very happy 90th, and I love you so much.
Spring breaks with the grandkids at your Florida house, Glen Eagles, Old Hickory, Heritage Farms, Crown Colony. All great times for the grandkids, as everybody looked forward to, because it was always around Easter time. So we'd have the Easter egg hunts and then some golf and just lots of family fun.
So the story I have is I always remember back to school shopping. You would take us and I think give us $100 budget. And back then that was a lot of money. We used to shop all day and try on every outfit and make sure what we were choosing wasn't an impulse and that we would love it. And we would do it every summer. Then you would take us to the candy store in the mall and we'd get a huge bag of candy. And that was a huge deal because we were not allowed sugar. And then we'd go to your house, we'd have a sleepover, we'd have tons of fun with that. And then we would get the bakery the next morning and Grandpa would bring the sprinkle cookie and it would just be fantastic. I cherish those memories and every year doing back to school shopping, and that was so special. I carry that in my heart still to this day. So that was a fond memory.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Happy 90th birthday. We're so happy to be able to celebrate with you. We brought Cody with us, your favorite little fella. Just want to wish you all the best. We're so grateful for all that you've done in our lives. 90 years is a long time. We've been together almost 25 years, and we have 25 years of great memories. Some of the most special ones for me are obviously all our times together shopping. I'm wearing this green dress. I made Chris wear this green shirt. You might not remember it, but this was on our trip to Hilton Head, where you and I just had a great time. And this is a silk vineyard vine that I got for $10.
I can't believe I married my mother.
Yes.
My God.
And we always love a good glass of wine. And we just love being together. And I'm just grateful for you and all the things that you taught me as far as cooking and for raising such a great son.
So Mom, I just want to, it's going to be hard to put in words in just a few minutes what you've meant to me in my life. I'm your oldest daughter, and I've cherished these last years that we've been able to spend a lot of time together, and I really feel like that's a great blessing. 90 years of life is just an extraordinary feat, and you've showed this family what a strong woman is, and also just what it takes to lead a family with love and dedication and just persistence through life's ups and downs. But these last couple of years where, since Daddy's passed away, just the amount of time that we get to spend together, and, it was his last wish to make sure that you were taken care of, and I think we've lived up to that. Skip found this beautiful piece of property that you could be living so close to us.
Your move to Lake Miss, which is kind of a blessing because you're really close. We can pop in and you can pop into our house, and we can always look after you, and we really enjoy you being close by.
My favorite part is just all the time that we've been able to spend together and go shopping and have lunches out. And, in the middle of the afternoon, I can just walk over and have a cup of tea, although you would probably prefer me to drink a glass of Chardonnay, but you say that for Aunt Betty, so.
And last but not least, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Florida, Grandma. Imagine you and Grandpa enjoying early years of retirement in your early 70s, living down in Crown Colony, living the life. What do you want to do? Yeah, let's have our 16-year-old grandson live with us. Seems pretty crazy, in a vacuum to hear the details of that story, but what an incredible, magical memory that was, wasn't it? You guys took me in like your son, which I truly felt like that you guys were not my grandparents. You were my second set of parents those months. And you helped transform and change my life. Those months prepared me to get recruited by Rice, and going down to Rice and getting the education I did really set me up for the incredible friends and mentors and job opportunities that I now enjoy. And it would have never happened without Florida. And all I think about when I reflect on that time were things I didn't really appreciate as much back then. It was all those days playing with Grandpa. His health was so good those 6 months. We got to enjoy our time fully. Every day I was there. It was all the inside jokes that the three of us share. It was all the meals. It was days with Sugar Lump and Pam and Paul and the rest of the crew. And there's just so many memories that I'm going to have in my heart that will never reach the light of day, but and Grandpa knows and I know all the just micro memories that make the essence of life what it is. And I just hope that I get the opportunity to have the kind of relationship that I had with you and Grandpa with Victoria and Mateo's kids someday. Oh, how lucky they would be to have that kind of relationship. Not too many grandkids get to spend that amount of time and do it in the way that we did it, but I'm so glad God drew it up that way, and I'm so blessed to be your grandson and to be celebrating this incredible, momentous milestone of life with you, Grandma. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you in a few days. You're the best. Mwah.
Your first grandchild, Diana, she came along, and back then you hung out in the waiting area waiting for the announcement of the birth of Diana. Meanwhile, we already got a phone call that we knew about it, and Dad knew about it at work. And then Dad telling me that, okay, she had the baby, time to get back to work.
I do remember when I used to go away as a young girl and I'd go to visit Nanny for a week, or I would just come home from a short trip. You would have all new outfits that you handmade hanging on my door, and that was always such a special treat. You loved to sew, and I loved all the outfits that you made for me. I have a lot of good memories of hairy arms, my white fake fur sleeves on the blue jacket in high school, and how I got the name by Mr. Spofford of Hairy Arms, and he used to make little cartoons and everything on our math tests. Yeah, I just loved everything that you always did for me, and they just fit me great. And because I was kind of skinny and tall and had long legs, it was hard to get things to fit me. So that's just such a special memory. And I knew how much time that took, but you again, just like your cooking, you love to do it. And I would always look forward to that when I came home, to see all those great clothes.
Also, the big memories of epic parties at 12 Roderick Court, from Christmas parties to lobster bakes to you name it. If there was a reason to have a party, you guys did it, and it was a great time. Hanging by the pool and just having a bunch of fun. And one of the epic memories is when Paul Rosenthal from BMI saw that the candle had burned and caught the tablecloth on fire, so he poured his drink on it thinking that would put it out.
I reminisce over the years. Do you realize I'm most proud of? My parents. I get choked up thinking about it. My parents were at every major birthday party growing up. Remember my 21st birthday party, you threw me a sushi party. Sushi wasn't popular at the time, but you were always a trendsetter, we threw that. Remember all the nights at St. George's. Remember all the crazy times we had together. I love you that you're my mom. I love you that I interrupted Peyton Place coming in 58 years ago or something like that, almost 59 years ago. But I really love that not only did we have a mother, parent, son relationship, you guys are my friends as well. I love you, Ma. Happy 90th.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed.
You're the best caregiver that I could see. I mean, the way you took care of Dad all the way to the end was just, came from, pure love and pure dedication to the person that you were married for many, many years. For better, for worse, till death do us part, you took it totally seriously, and you were an amazing caregiver and a great example for many people to follow.
All the years you took such good care of Dad. You really showed us what dedication to a spouse is all about. I'm sorry, I'm such a crybaby, but we just wish you a very happy 90th birthday, and we just love you, and just cherish every moment this weekend. Every single person in your family's coming, all your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and it's going to be a great time. So happy birthday, Mom.